Hi there, I hope you have a lovely day. Welcome to my channel. My name is Tana. So today I have the update for the project Get Baked. This is a project created by Misty here, and this is all about your baked goods, so to say, baked eyeshadows, baked highlighters, blushes, bronzers, etc, etc. It's up to you how you want to, how can I say, work on your products within this project. If you want to pan them, if you want to just use them for a certain amount of or so. And what I do with this project is actually I had sorted out through my collection and took out all the baked goods, baked products, highlighters, blushes, etc, etc, and I'm testing them out and see after 4 uses if I like them to keep them in my collection, or if I will actually sort them to or put them to the side to put them into projects and use them up like that. So and I think once this project is done, I will focus more on the other products, let's say complex products that I have in other projects, because sometimes I'm working too much on the baked goods and I'm neglecting all the other stuff. So, but it helps. It definitely helps to see really what I really like or what I don't like, or if those things are dupes. For example, I love these projects because they give you a hint about the things, because we accumulated a lot of products and we think, oh, this is different from the other one, and then in the end they look both the same. So it happens to me as well, so therefore I really appreciate this project. Now let me get started with the two things that I have from Kiko Milano within this project, or I have tried out 4 times, and I think I am going to maybe take them out of my collection and put them into another project. Now, the first one that I have here is this blush. This is the from the what is the collection, Sicilian Notes Baked Blush, and it's called Taormina Coast. I'm going to show it to you like this. Taormina Coast, and the blush itself looks like this. So if I put it on, you see it has a little bit of a peachy tone. So, but once I blend it out, let's say, or work it into my skin, it gives you a nice rosy hint, peachy hint. So for me, this blush actually, if I could use this one as a face powder, because sometimes I have an olive undertone. So for me, some of the shades that I have, which would look maybe, or which would show up more on a fair skin, let's say, I could use them easily as a face powder. So this is one of the candidates where I would say, you know what, take it out of my blush collection and put it in the face powder category. So the same goes for this little guy here from just to show you. Look, I mean, I get a nice glow with it. So if I would get more tanned and then would apply this as face powder, this little guy, I don't think that you would think, oh, I have blush on my face. So now let's show you the other one. So this is from the collection Lost in Amalfi, and this is a baked blush as well. It's called First Sunrise. So just to compare or to show you the tones. So, and this is the blush actually that I have on as a face powder. And right now maybe you think, okay, it doesn't show, or you don't see anything in a sense like that. You can say, oh yeah, it's too much of a pinky, peachy tone or whatever. So I'm going to show it to you as well here, just on my finger. So, and I just applied it here. You see there, when I hold my hand like this, you see of course the glow, but once I work it in, I can see that there is a nice soft, sheen. So I could use it as a kind of, also this one as well as a finishing powder. So that's why I'm saying, not all blushes that I have are really blushes for me or for my skin tone. So that's why I love this project so much, because it really helps me. So these two would go into my face powder category, definitely. Now I have this little guy here from Mellow, and this is a baked eyeshadow actually in the shade Cream. So what I can say about this cream, now you see, so it's very, how can I say, very bright. I just put it on here. very bright. And what I did with this one is, for example, I used it as a kind of brow bone highlighter mostly, and I think I would definitely use this one like that, because it doesn't have a lot of power on its own. I mean, you know, you cannot use it just as a single eyeshadow because it will just disappear. You will see a little bit of hint that you have, but it's also as a face highlighter you could use it, but it's a quite icy tone, you know. So therefore it's really suitable for me. If you have it as well, this kind of, you know, eyeshadow or this shade, you could use it as a brow bone highlighter. Of course, this is not a matte brow bone highlighter, it's a shimmery brow bone highlighter, so there you go. In the same category, I would also put in as a brow bone highlight, I would use this little guy, and this is from the AOA, from Miss Shop A, what is Miss Shop A website. It's the baked highlighter in the shade Cream Puff. So let's see. You see, let's do it like this maybe. I'm just going to, I just applied it here, but you know, you cannot see it so well. I mean, I just see it just as a really tiny hint that there is something glowy on my skin. But again, this one I would use either as a brow bone highlighter, really subtle one, but still it's shimmery, right? Or as a finishing powder, just to give myself a little bit of a glow. So this is a Cream Puff. So this one also would go into the category. This one, for example, is stronger. I mean, this one is weaker than this one. So this one has more highlights, more the oomph, you know, as you say in English. But this one, definitely, because it's so subtle, I would use it as a kind of finishing powder or just as a subtle brow bone highlight. Now, the two other blushes that I have right now here, or highlighters, baked highlighters here. Let me show it to you. So this one is called Fresa, and do you see this one? It looks amazing. For $1, I think, you know, you get a good blush topper. So let's see where I can put it now. So you see, it is. Again, this one is a, you know, you can just use it as a highlighter on your face or as a blush topper, just to give your blush a little bit of an extra power, you know, shining power. So this one is a blush topper, but also I think maybe you can foil it. I have not tried it to foil it and see what will, you know, what is the appearance of it as a foiled version. But yeah, definitely for $1 you cannot say anything. But what I notice is it's a very, very dry formula. So sometimes you see that there are cracks showing up in these blushes or highlighters. I don't know why, but it is like that. Now, one final one is Cupcake, and Cupcake looks like this. More the peachy version, but the more I rub it, you know, the whiter it shows up. So let me do it here. Not sure if you can see it, but I can just see also just a subtle hint, maybe a little bit of a peachy tone. I would say, you know, again, I could use these two guys also as finishing powders, you know, because they are not showing up that much on my skin, you know, but I use it as a kind of, you know, highlighter in the face. So also you could try to use it as a kind of blush topper, but the more I rub it, the more pigment it kind of loses, because in the pan it looks really like a peachy, you know, nude kind of color. So, and yeah, I mean, I just rubbed it over my tattoo, so I just see that there is a sheen going on, but not really like that there is a kind of nude, you know, yeah, nude pigment showing through. So yeah, that was my little update for the Get Baked. I have of course more left, because I think maybe you start from the beginning to watch, because I had the big tower of drawers, you know, with I think over 50 or 60 baked highlighters, as well as I have 3 eyeshadow palettes with baked baked eyeshadows, but I think I won't touch them. I just want to go through, you know, through my baked goods, through the baked complexion products, and really then work on those ones. So anyway, this was my little update. I hope you enjoyed it. I see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye bye.